Hi Libras, welcome to your extended monthly reading for the month of September 2023. Hope your month is off to a great start. Apologies for the delay in these readings. Mercury retrograde has really shown itself in my life. But you know what? I'm using that hangman energy and just seeing things from a different perspective. Learned a lot when it comes to uploading my videos. So hope you can embrace that slow down, especially after our busy summer. Just astrologically speaking, the month of September is actually kind of important for you guys to pay attention to the astrology, because there are themes of self-sabotage and unprocessed grief that can pop up in September. So definitely pay attention to your thoughts. And, you know, being an air sign, those thoughts come in quick. And sometimes we're not even paying attention to what we're thinking. So please pay attention and work through whatever comes up. If we, are feeling tension in relationships, like let's actually look inward and see where it's coming from. And especially because the month of August really gave you almost this like new identity, like this fresh start, like feeling your place in the universe, right? So all these things that are bubbling up, we just need to work through it, okay? Because that shift has happened. So don't see this grief or this sadness, this self-sabotage or this unresolved grief. Don't feel any like shame or guilt or fear with it. I mean, work through it, okay? Identify it and then figure it out, all right? Especially if we self-sabotage ourselves in some way as a reaction to this unresolved grief, okay? Because you're a compassionate person, Libra. I mean, it's in your nature, right? You want things to be balanced and fair. But we need to accept that we need to, do that work sometimes. But I feel like this this popped out for a reason, because the Queen of Swords is compassionate, but she also protects herself. Like if you can see how she has her fan protecting her throat chakra. She's makes decisions that are connected to her inner light, and that inner light is connected to water and it's connected to emotions. But she does it from a manner where she doesn't allow her emotions to dictate her words or her actions, okay? So it's the balanced water energy, I guess I would say. So yeah, it just a heads up, okay? Just had to share that, especially because if it's something like from childhood, I just got really connected to our roots. But you got this, Libras, all right? But by Libra season, I mean, if we can recognize these things and we can work through them and we can like put it to rest, like whatever this is that keeps us in this cycle, and we all are victims of this, right? Like self-sabotage isn't just, for one person or one sign. It comes to all of us. But this judgment energy, this wake-up call, see the benefit of this stuff coming back up so that we can finally resolve it. Like you're finally at a place, you're at the top of the mountain where you can resolve this and step into this and just allow your inner light to shine. And don't allow self-sabotage to be an excuse for why you don't let that light shine at maximum level, right? So definitely think about your childhood self and the joy you felt before conditioning took place in your life, right? Like we're all conditioned in certain ways, okay? And interesting. Yeah, you really have to look at things from a different perspective. Like this came out upside down too, so like that's really telling me that, I don't know, let's just get to it, because I don't want to say you're resisting this, but it does feel like you're resisting this. Oh, and also too, I mean, 6 or 7 planets are in retrograde right now, including Mercury, hence, me taking forever getting these out for September. But the retrogrades, time to reassess, reevaluate, rethink, replenish, all right? So use the retrogrades as a time. Anything's not delayed or you're not stuck. Retrogrades are there for your benefit. They allow you to slow down. They allow you to get to the root of the problem. So see the benefit of when these things rise to the surface during a retrograde is the perfect time to release, okay? And if you need to, look up some videos on YouTube connected to your shadow side and working through your shadow side, also, check with Saturn, like what sign rules your Saturn, because Saturn is your fears and your blocks. And when you read that, when you're going through this stuff, it is a light bulb that'll come in your subconscious, and then you can see your conscious self will see into these subconscious, self-sabotaging behavior or words, okay? But we're ready to let go of it, right? So this popped out. Not only are you ready for this new judgment era to shine your inner light and to not allow fear, shame, guilt, or anger, like any of these low vibe energies to dictate your life. Like this popped out. Like not only are you ready, but the world is ready. And not only is the world ready, the world needs it, okay? So please, Libras, shine your light, because if ever there was a time that we needed balance in our lives, it's now, okay? I think healthy relationships are also going to be really important, all right? So yeah, like see this as, okay, because I don't know if you've ever heard of Joseph Campbell, but one of my favorite authors of all time. And Joseph Campbell says to follow your bliss and that you're on your hero's journey. So Libras, I'd like you to see yourselves as the hero in your own journey. See yourself as like a superhero, right? And your superpower is balance. And how much the world needs balance right now. So like you come in with your scales and you're bringing the world back into balance and you're shining your inner light, and everything comes back into balance when you shine your inner light for everyone to see. So really harness that superpower energy in your personal life. And if you've never read Joseph Campbell, please pick up The Power of Myth, and you won't regret it, because sometimes we all need that boost, right? To remind ourselves that we're all a hero on our own journey, and how we navigate, leads us down different roads. And some of those roads are detours, some of them are blocks, and we got to turn around and go back. But I really feel like you're going to just finally get that closure and completion kind of feeling if we can work through that, okay? All right, so let's see here. And also, I mean, I know that Pisces full moon probably, supercharged you, and you're finally feeling you're, in that completion. And if, these self-sabotages come up, then it's like, oh, well, what the heck, but just see it as this final cleansing, okay? Because when we ask for something, sometimes we got to clear that space first. Like if there's cobwebs in your subconscious that you didn't see until you shine that light and that Pisces full moon illuminated them, they're not going to just disappear. You have to clean them up, right? So see it like that. We're in that final stage. We just missed a couple cobwebs, and we're going to take care of those cobwebs so we can move on and embrace the life we want to embrace. Yeah, embrace this, all right? Recognition, fame, glory, conquering, all right? You're going to conquer this, Libras. See it like that. You are going to conquer your shadow. You're going to conquer your fears. You're going to conquer this unresolved guilt. You're going to conquer your anger, and you're going to conquer your self-sabotage. All right. So one more shuffle, and then we'll get into this for you. But yeah, I think you're ready. You are ready, all right? You're ready to answer that wake-up call. So let's see what we got for Libras. September 2023. And for all you Libras who are having a birthday in the month of September, happy birthday. During the shuffle, I did get Death and the King of Cups. So I do feel like this, whatever we have to let go of, is connected to Father energy. or a father figure, or an older, like, masculine energy in your life. And this could be, you know, past life too, but we'll see when we get to the past life cards, but definitely something connected to that energy. All right. All right. Great. Oh, well, this is lovely. Okay. You're going to work through this, all right, Libras? Just, you know, you've got this. Conquer, conquer, conquer. Sounds really weird when you say it all together. Okay, so overall energy for the month of September for you, Libra, is the Queen of Cups. This is being in the flow. You know how to flow, your air, okay? It's really tuning into your emotions, and it's mother energy. And God, I feel, you know what? I feel like you got this for your weekly maybe last week. And I told you that, you know, to like be your own mother. And it's that unresolved, okay, interesting. This is connected to that unresolved grief and the self-sabotage and some repeating pattern, but you're really getting a strong message to heal something connected to your mother, or again, be your own mother. Like, I'm not kidding. Look up, you know, ways to nurture children and see, you know, ways that you can nurture your inner child. And if you do have a child, this is really calling on you to embrace that loving, nurturing mother energy. And especially too, if you're lacking water in your chart, and like, you know, there's that, you know, that myth of over nurturing a child and then they're going to become spoiled or all that, you know, there's just, love is not spoiling. You know, if you buy them everything they want, that's spoiling. Giving a child too much love is, you're not going to spoil them, right? Okay, so interesting. Okay, so the Seven of Swords, this is kind of wild. So this is so interesting. Okay, you need to, I guess my daughter, she was really into Daniel Tiger, and I just got the take a step back and ask for help. So you really need to take a step back and reassess how you react when you feel betrayed. And especially if this is something where it's, oops, where it's this like pattern that keeps repeating, like, okay, this keeps happening, and then like it's just like this cycle and you're so over it, but it's gonna keep going the same way if you keep responding the same way. I'm also getting, you know, the Aquarian energy is really sticking out with me too, and this is like telling me like a new way of thinking about this, right? I just really feel like it's this need for approaching this in an indirect way. So whatever the situation is, before you react, take a step back, okay? And, you know, it's interesting because the Three of Swords in this, a lot of this is with communication. We're going to get more into this, but a lot of communication going on. Like, a lot of this is connected to our words and how we speak and how we express, again, our sorrow, our grief, our regret, and these subconscious triggers that dictate how we react because we allow it to. There's comfort in what we know, and even when it's toxic, right? And so the familiar is comforting. And so sometimes, unfortunately, even when we have the best intentions, we can at least expect and anticipate these old patterns, even if they're toxic. Like, there's comfort in that, okay? In what you know, even if what you know is unfortunately not good for you. But I really feel like, I mean, I've embracing this, okay, and like releasing it, all right? Like you need to work through the grief. So this unresolved grief, you can't just ignore it. You can't laugh it off. You can't pretend it's not there, but you also can't hold on to it. You know, like you can miss something or someone, but not have that despair connected to it. So definitely, I mean, find some ways to heal this, all right? And if you ask for the answers, they're going to come to you, Libra. All right, so this is, I mean, this, man, if anything connected to the astrology for you this month, this reading so far for any sign is the most connected to the astrology overall overview, because what you need less of is the devil. You need to face these fears. You need to face the self-sabotage. You need to face this unresolved grief, okay? You can't shy away from this. You want to look away. You want to pretend it's not there. You want to pretend it's something you can't control. But it's time to take the reins, and we're going to get to that, but you need to face it. I mean, go deep. Like I said, there's shadow work on YouTube. There's, you know, if there is unresolved trauma, unresolved grief, guided meditations. The world is your oyster when it comes to resources to work through this. So it's time to stop making excuses is really how I see that. And again, going back to the communication aspect, because the Page of Swords, you know, you can change the way you speak and the way you speak your truth, okay? And you can learn, like you're never done learning. And I feel like somebody younger in your life is really going to help you with this. So again, if you do have children, this can definitely be a child in your life. It can even be your inner child. So if we're doing this work and we're finally facing this, that inner child is going to finally feel comfortable coming forward, right? But we're definitely going to learn something about how we communicate our truth and speak it, all right? And, you know, always connecting to your heart. I mean, always connecting to your heart, all right? Letting your heart speak, but not letting it speak. You know, people sometimes think that, you know, your heart is vulnerable, and if you share it, you're going to get hurt, but let that go and, like, you know, show your true self. All right, so this is what I love is the Chariot is what you need to accept. All right, you need to allow your inner light to shine, but what you need to accept is, guess what? You're the one who has the reins of this chariot that is your life. You need to accept that you are in control of your life. You need to stop allowing outside forces to be excuses for why you do not have control of your life, okay? Take charge. Whatever excuses there are, take charge, all right? You are meant to shine, but the only way to do that is to take charge of your life, okay? What I love, because I do feel like you are going to accept that, embrace that, and do the work, because the Lovers is your outcome for the end of September. And so what I love is because when we finally work through that, when we finally shed these layers that no longer serve us, all right, and let them blow in the wind, we're gonna have loving relationships, harmonious relationships. We're going to see the benefits of the contrasts in our relationships, okay? Because even if there's like energy that rubs you the wrong way, there's lessons in there. And so we're really going to have a new perspective on our relationships. And I love this, Libras, because this is embracing the contrast, all right? And even if this is the relationship you have with yourself, it's going to be great, all right? And so yeah, man, take those reins, all right? Release this. And think about your approach. Okay, so next we're going to pull a past life card. Now, this past life can be, if you're a parent, your life before children. If you don't have children, your child, I mean, it doesn't have to be even if you do or don't have children. It can be your childhood self. It can be an actual past life outside of this dimension that we're in right now. So take it how it resonates. You know, let's see here. All right, what past life energy is going to help Libras release self-sabotage, release unresolved grief, unresolved grief, self-sabotage. What energy is going to allow Libras in September 23 to resolve unresolved grief? All right. Interesting. All right. So the past life energy coming out to you is related to finances. So let's take a look and see what it is. All right. Now, again, take this how it resonates. This can be, you know, your childhood self, your life before children, a past life. Your relationship with money is being affected by your past experiences. For instance, you may have had a lifetime of extreme poverty or even wealth. Many people struggle to save money because their lifetimes involved communal wealth, where the covenant, tribe, or village provided for everyone's needs. In those lifetimes, there was no such thing as individual savings accounts or separate possessions. As a result, you may find that your finances are perplexing and upsetting. Your income may roller coaster up and down until you come to terms with the fact that you're currently incarnated in a Western capitalist society that operates on individualism. To heal the situation, understand that money is merely energy and can be used for good purposes or negative ones. Know that money in itself is neutral. It's what you do with it that matters. So act with the intention to help the world through charity and generosity. That is a noble virtue. And so, like, I'm going back to that, you know, you're the hero in your own journey, right? And you're bringing things back into balance. And instead of seeing money as the root of all evil, see how your accumulation of wealth can help bring in balance back, restore balance in the world. I love that. All right, so next we're going to pull a crystal card to see what is going to help you take the reins of your life, work through this energy to really level up your life. All right, and embrace the contrasts and the duality that is life. Yeah, I'm getting this. Interesting. So I'm getting this, man, that just like totally threw me off there. All right, so let's just get to this. The crystal, if you can find it, for the month of September is black coral, and it's light in darkness. So I love this because this is what we need to work through, all right? You know, this is going to help you work through this subconscious whatever's going on, unresolved grief, self-sabotage. So if you can please find some black coral, and if you can't, take a screenshot of this card or utilize these colors every day. You know, wear black and red, or paint your nails black and red, black and red jewelry, some artwork that you like. But definitely, this is calling to you. This is going to help you definitely incorporate these colors when you're working through this, okay? Light in the darkness. I love that. Wow. All right, so now let's get one last clarifying card, because I really feel Like, remember, you've got this, all right? And also, Libras, you're always so focused on making sure everybody else is okay, helping everybody else. But we need to put ourselves first. And don't shoot the messenger on this, but sometimes we do that just so we don't have to face the things that we don't want to face. So we don't have to sit with, again, the unresolved grief, the self-sabotage. If we're always helping everybody else, we don't have time to help ourselves. So therefore, we don't have to deal with the issues that we don't want to deal with. I say that with love, Libras, okay? So let's see one last, well, that was quick. All right, so your clarifying card is the Three of Cups. And I'm seeing something with like a trinity, but this is enjoying the abundance that you have, all right? And so while we're doing all of this final cleansing, again, to like take a bath, like definitely, like if you're doing this internal work, if even these thoughts come up, like take a shower, take a bath, but sit with it. Don't distract yourself, okay? Because Libras, your air, you want to be connected. Stay off of the social media. Do the work, okay? You want to enjoy what you have, right? So when we're doing all this cleansing, let's make sure that once we work through all this, that we remind ourselves of everything we have, the loving relationships we have, the people that care about us, the material abundance that we have, our happiness. Yeah, you have a lot of emotional love in your life. So please don't forget that, okay, Libras? It's really important for you to remember because, yeah, I mean, so much of this is your emotions and your thoughts and just not facing something. But again, retrograde, September, perfect time to finally address what we need to address, okay? Oh, I just realized I forgot to actually, we're not done yet. Can't believe I forgot this. So we're going to pull an empowering question. It's going to help you while you work through this energy, Libras. All right. Empowering question for Libras 2023 September. All right. So your empowering question is, how do I love myself? Or I'm sorry, how do I show love to myself? And how do I show love to others? So what was I saying to you, dear Libras? About how you have to love yourself? You have to love yourself enough to take the reins of your life. You have to love yourself enough to let go of the self-sabotage, to finally face the unresolved grief. You have to let go of it. And the only way you're going to do that is you show love to yourself. And the way to love yourself the most is to put yourself first and to take care of yourself, Libra, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, and share with other people that you think this reading might resonate with. Also, please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot to get notifications when new readings do pop up. And always check out your sun, moon, and rising for a more in-depth look at the month ahead. And have a wonderful, cleansing, empowering month of September, Libras.